Now to share the link to in my Discord. Sorry guys. Now live again. Okay. Took so much time. I tried to figure it out using a free software, open source one, but I did start the live stream and it was bad. It was really bad. I don't know why the audio sounded way worse. Maybe because StreamYard does some optimizations, which it probably does. So I got a new trial. Then do you know the free trial that they are giving me? The actual price of it is $35 a week. So it's $140 a month. Why would I ever pay that much unless I'm making a lot of money from these streams? That's this crazy amount of money. I think they do have some cheaper plans, but I'm not sure if they have all the features. But for now, I just want to stay free. And you can get the free trial for $1. So it's $1 a week. So if I keep on using trials for some time, I can get for $4 a month StreamYard Pro. Okay, where were we? Not a very good thing to do, but right now I just, what can I do? Okay, where was I? I was here. Yeah, I think so. Need to add. Oh, what happened? Maybe. Hey. Okay. What is up? appstore Connect? What happened to you? Okay, sometimes it stops working if you are not using a VPN. It's weird. Let me just try it. Will it work if this is also, and this also got approved like 30 minutes ago. So you do, I think you do have an iPhone, Ethan, so you can go download them and give a 5-star review. So this is the one that actually made my first dollar. Here you can see. I hope the guy stays subscribed for a long time. Okay. So I was here. Open up, please. Okay, I turned it off and now it's not opening. Okay. I just want to try again. Like, this is not normal. What? This error. I hope it's not a big problem. Okay. Right now I'm just doing the really boring stuff for this app. No one likes doing this. By the way, I do plan to create the product for automating this stuff because this is really boring. And obviously doing it for all languages will take a lot of time. So I need to create a SaaS for this. And others might use it, so it might make some money as well. Others might want it, so it can make good money. Okay, so promo text and description again. By the way, just to tell it the keywords, here's a list of keywords to be used in there. Repetition allowed between both promo description, and you can use the keywords from the title, keyword list, and subtitle as well in these two. So let me explain why I'm saying that this repetition thing. You should not repeat the keyword that's used in the title, in the subtitle, or the keyword list. So the things that are most important for app ranking are three things. Number one, the most important, your title. Number two, subtitle. Number three is the keyword list. And they are in order. Most important title, then subtitle, then keyword list. So the most important keywords, the keywords that you think are the best as per your ASO tool, put them in the title. And it starts from left to right. The most important one should be on the left, the least one on the right. That is why the apps that are properly optimized, they put the app name afterwards. So if for example, I can create an app related to vibe coding, and the app name is Vibe AI, which is not something people are searching for. That's what I'm trying to say. If your app name is not something that people would be searching for, that exact term, then put the name afterwards. Learn vibe coding is the topic which people might be searching for. Hypothetically, you should put that first and the name afterwards. This is the best thing you could be doing for maximizing your App Store optimization. I hope I was able to convey it properly. If not, let me know so I can repeat. Oh, by the way, if you just ask it for description, it doesn't give you the type of description you should be using. So what I do is, for one of the apps, I checked description of Cal AI, and I gave it as an example to make it in that format, which is actually a really good format. So I'm going to give it an example description. Thanks, man. Thanks. I just want to copy this. I hope it will let me copy it because it's blurred. Yeah, it is. Here's an example. By the way, Ethan, do you have some friends as well who do programming or not? Maybe you can like collaborate with them as well for the apps and whatever thing you want to make. Or are you just one random guy who's really interested in programming and coding and who does not have friends who are into those things? So by the way, you do need to add this terms of use somewhere in the description, because my app was rejected because I did not add this in CoinSnap. Then I had to add it. So it is important to add this, even though no one really reads it. Oh, yeah, that is a problem. I do know people in tech, but very few, and most of them are into different stuff. So, like one of my cousins, he's in a very different tech stuff. He's into ERP stuff, which is like really boring as well, and not something most people do. But it's very, like, in terms of the income and stuff, you can earn really good because most people don't get into it, due to which the demand is more and supply is less. But yes, it is boring, super boring. Business ERP stuff, you can look it up if you want. I think it would look better if we have like this. It makes it look like a list. By the way, I want to make sure I'm not over promising. Let me just read what it's saying. Profiles in general. I think looks would be better. I don't know. Whatever. I just want to make sure there's nothing that. No, this is a problem. Backed by real data? What real data? This, I don't have any training data at all. Are we even checking these things? I will have to check it. Okay. I can add these extra things. We have a lot of stuff here. Face shape. Quality. By the way, let's keep the similar ones closer. Quality. By the way, I don't think this should be here. This needs to be removed. When I asked GPT for what things need to be added, it added it. I don't think it's required. I will remove it before it's done. It's gonna add in almost everything. Yeah. Okay. That's good. Perfect. Perfect. Save. I'm going to add other language. No, but before that, let's do the screenshot. The worst of these things is screenshots. It takes a lot of time. I have to create a tool for it because the other tools are very expensive. So I don't want that. I don't want expensive tools. And you know what? I was thinking that if I, with the template that I told you guys about that I want to sell, if I give like a free subscription of the two ASO tools and the app related tools I create, that will make that template way more impressive to people who want to make apps. Like if I say 2 months free subscription of AI screenshot maker tool or keyword research tool, whatever I make, that will make the deal sound way more impressive and worth it. Okay. One good thing for this app is that a lot of the things will stay the same. I don't even have to change most of the things, maybe a little bit. Okay. At least I know what exactly I need. I'm just gonna follow the same format. but I won't do it on this picture. This doesn't even make sense. I will do it with this guy. I have pictures of him. I'm just gonna pull them off. I know this is a very boring part. I'm sorry if you guys don't like watching this stuff. So much stuff here. Hey, where? Don't tell me I deleted them yesterday because I was cleaning up some stuff. Is it in trash? Look how much garbage I have. Oh yes. I'm going to put it back. Oh. Oh. My Mac is getting slower. I have so many things opened up. And now I cannot even close the VPN because I don't know what just happened with it. Need to close this. I didn't want to. That's important stuff. Close this. Close. By the way, Ethan, what software are you using for coding? Cursor or something else? I just found I found two really cool MCPs that will help you out with vibe coding a lot. Close this for now. Don't need it for now. Ben sent a message. So I think I'll give up on that and just join in. I might be in the background for a while. Okay, no problem. Sure, no problem. So, okay, where was I? I was here. Added them to the gallery. Which one? There's a mistake in the pictures. This is the 3x4 view, as they say it. It's not the front view. Oof, I hate it. I thought I had fixed it, the order of the images. But maybe I should fix it later. Or no. Let's just do it. Okay, Ben is here. Let's add him.
Hello, I'm here. Sorry. You
No
know how
problem.
you were messing around with black hole and everything the other day? I did that too. And it was confusing. And then I gave up.
Mm-hmm.
So basically what I wanted to do is have my app take the audio from the stream so it could listen to what you were saying. And I don't know.
Right.
You know what I should actually do? Is I guess because your streams get posted to YouTube as just videos, and you can go back and watch them later. So I'll just use that for test footage. So I can.
Yeah.
Right?
You're right.
All right.
By the way, you could do it with it. You should actually test with a very small video. It won't cost you tokens as well. And by the way, I was thinking of another thing. For the testing purpose, you could actually use Gemini as it's free. You could pass in the audio file to Gemini and it can transcribe it can transcribe it for you.
Yeah,
it would be free.
But it's not free for API, is it?
It is free. That is the thing.
It is?
But it has a limit, but it's free. Yeah.
Like a lifetime limit? Or is it per day? Or
let me show you. There's a daily limit plus a per minute limit, but it's very generous. It's like it's good enough for testing out, creating an MVP. Obviously not for production, but for testing, it's perfect. Let me show you.
Cool.
Look, you can see the screen?
Yeah.
2,000
Newsflash.
requests per minute.
Requests per minute. Like what?
No, by the way, this one is the paid one. Wait. If you have the paid one, then it's 2,000 requests per minute. Where is the
That's crazy.
free? Where's the free one? Wait a minute. Like free ones have separate limits, obviously. What? Oh yes, it shows it here. 10 requests per minute, which is
Oh, that's
fine,
not
I think.
bad.
Yeah.
So if
1,500 per day.
my chunk rate was 10 like samples per minute, that would
Yes,
work.
yes.
Okay, awesome.
Like 6 seconds was one chunk you could do
Right.
within the free tier. But yeah, so are you doing the overlap thing where you are passing in the extra as well?
I haven't implemented that yet. I just made the chunk like really long, so it hopefully wouldn't matter. Because it doesn't
Okay.
necessarily have to have a perfect transcription. It just has to like have enough info to have mess ups not affect the general meaning. But it would be great to have a perfect transcript, you know.
By the way, Gemini has really bad documentation in some, like there are some serious problems. They have two libraries, which causes confusion. So one is like slash generative AI and one is Gen AI. So make sure you are using the library for which you are using the documentation. I don't know what I'm saying, but you get the point, right?
Interesting.
Or maybe I think I have the code for it. I have used Gemini for audio work. Let me send you that. You won't, so you can just give it to like Windsurf and it will do it for you. So you don't have to mess around with the documentation.
Cool.
Audio transcribe. Okay. Where is it? Yes, I do plan on improving the setup, like getting a better microphone. By the way, how's the like? Is the video good enough? Like it's my MacBook webcam. Is it
Oh yeah.
fine?
Yeah. It looks great.
Let's see what Ethan thinks. By the way, Ethan, what else do you think should be improved about the stream? Maybe other than the equipment stuff. Because I do know it's not very professional yet. There's a lot to improve.
Well, that's what I'm trying to build. Is this little sidecar thing that can help guide you during the stream. Or I mean, I guess, yeah, have like a plan of things and then do them. And maybe have an interactive element of like, yeah, a way for like viewers to have some way of like showing up in the stream. I feel like everybody wants to Be like, hey, that's me. Oh my gosh, he's doing
Yeah.
the thing. Like he's interacting with me, right?
Yeah, we could do it while we don't have hundreds of viewers. So like right now. By the way, Ethan, if you want to join, I can send you the link. And is there like background noise then? Because Ethan thinks there is little bit.
Noise.
I
I
do
don't know what
have
you
the
mean.
noise reducer on.
Oh, when I
So
say
yeah,
something
but
like,
the,
but I think because you're routing the audio through your speakers, there might be a little echo sometimes from me, but don't
or
know
do
if
you
that's
hear
what
like the
it's.
fan sound?
No, no. Maybe he hears it from me, but
What?
might have like turned off audio filtering or something.
Yeah, it's my fan.
Okay, I just hit reduce background noise, so it might have been me.
No, it's
My
my
MacBook
fan.
fan is.
He
Oh,
told me it's a fan sound. Mm, wait, let me fix it. Wait a minute. It when you moved the camera, it went away. How is this possible? Which mic is being used? Okay. Did the mic quality change? I just changed some setting right now. I hope the right mic was being used. Because if it was using my MacBook's mic, then yes, the quality would be pathetic. Oh, sorry. Even though it was showing that I was using the right mic, but there was some weird stuff. Okay. Oh, okay. That means the fan wasn't the problem. I knew it.
try it with your iPhone microphone. It might be a lot
No,
better.
it's fixed. So it was
You're
so the setting was on default mic, which somehow
okay.
was using my
That's your
MacBook's mic,
MacBook.
even though the name was of my
I
external
didn't
mic.
hear
So
it
I don't know.
change that much, so it still
Okay,
sounds
that's
about
just
the same as it did. But I mean,
okay.
I don't think it's that
I don't know.
important. I don't know.
Okay. Okay, so we have a new viewer over here, Nora Gwendana. So what we are doing right now is a bunch of things. Okay. What I was actually doing was putting up this app of mine on the App Store. Just like the app is created, just finishing up some stuff. I have to put it on the store and do the payment stuff, payment setup. That takes some time. And other than that, the other guy you were seeing in the stream is Ben. He's working on some other project, which we did discuss in the part one of the stream. And yes, this is like the most brief description I could give.
Yeah, I'm vibe coding my own thing over here. So if I like
Yeah.
talk with my hands, I'm talking to Whisperflow to type in the chat window and insert.
Where the hell is that API that I have to give you? I think in here. Where did it? Oh yes, it's in here. I just get it from the logs. By the way, you just want the transcription from the audio, or you have some idea in mind that maybe there's something else that could be extracted as well? Because if you with Gemini, you can get structured output as well, where it can give you multiple stuff from the same audio file, transcription, and maybe there's something else you want as well.
I don't know.
Maybe
you could
GPT
like
can.
detect how mad you are and like have a display for like anger level. I don't know.
Oh wow, that's very interesting.
Right, and then it could like highlight your
Yeah, man,
tasks
so
based
cool.
on like
Like,
how difficult they were.
yeah, like every streamer would have different things they would want. We could actually make it very dynamic. Someone would want like the anger level, someone would want like the humor level, I don't know, or the whatever. That's an interesting idea. So yes, I'm going to send you code for structured output, so you can add in later on. You can later on add in properties and make it dynamic and whatever you want to do.
Awesome.
Interesting.
Yeah, I think it'd be cool to have like definitely options for what
Yep.
this thing could display. Because yeah.
I'm just going to give you a function, which actually is very like different, but I'm going to send it in the private chat of StreamYard. Oh no, it has a limit. I cannot. Text is too much. I'm going to WhatsApp you. Okay. I should have told about the Gemini thing before.
Yeah, I definitely feel better about using Gemini for
So
testing.
so when you give this function to Windsurf, tell it that this is like if from a very different application and like extract the main logic from it and how the Gemini thing is working, and then use it as for our project, something like that. Okay, coming back to this app. Sorry, I just get too distracted. Too many things. We were here, and I was. By the way, yes, I forgot. I was going to create the screenshots for the app here, which you have to upload to App Store. So I'm going to do that and a little bit more. Images one is this, two is this, three is this. Somehow the image order in here is wrong. Let me refresh. I don't know why it is wrong. Capture.
I just thought of something for what you were saying with the
Go ahead.
Gemini detection stuff. So if you have two streamers, it could tell who said what, and that would be really important.
Oh wow, this is
If it can
such a good
segment
idea.
who is speaking.
And do you know Gemini can actually detect that? I have heard that it can do it. And it knows that okay, this is person one, this is person two and three, etc. Wow, that is very cool. It could actually summarize, Zafar said this, Ben replied with this, or whatever, based on what's going on. Nice. So just gonna see why is this image wrong? Image. Which one? Wait a minute. Or one.jpg. This to why are the images wrong? First image style, yes. Why is this one showing here? Do I need to create a new build? Because I did rename them. I had the order wrong. Maybe that is the case. Because look, this is the first one. It should be showing the right one. I'm just going to rebuild, which is not fun at all. So run iOS. Please don't take too much time and whatever. Oh, I also need iPad screenshots, which I hate doing. By the way, Ben, just to confirm, your mic is off. I hope. Do you know that? Just to
Yeah,
confirm.
I just left it off because I'm
Oh, okay.
speaking to Whisperflow on my end. So.
Mhm.
So far, did you send that to me via the StreamYard chat thing? Because
What did you
I'll
say?
receive it. But uh, you said you sent Gemini code. Did you send it on WhatsApp or did you send it in StreamYard?
Yeah, WhatsApp, WhatsApp.
Okay, good. All right.
I hate creating these builds. Takes so much time and compute power, making my MacBook so heating up. Oh my god, it's heating up so much. Need to turn on the charger because it would make the heating even more. Need to upgrade to a MacBook Pro. Yeah. What should I be doing till then? I don't want to be wasting time. What is left? Yes, there are some things to be done other than screenshots. Let me do those things. For subscription. By the way, I do think adding like a lifetime package to all of these apps that I'm creating is possible, as the cost for them is not too much, even if a user keeps on using it for a long time. I did add it for Outfit AI. I will add it for these other ones as well. I'm not sure what should we name it. Like, what's the convention of it? Display name either to it appear to user for text localization. Okay, I don't. By the way, Ethan, you didn't tell. Do you want to join the stream, or maybe you're camera shy, or maybe you have a lot of noise right now around you? Let me know if you want to join. It would be cool. Set another one, a yearly one. By the way, some of you might also wonder why am I not using monthly and why weekly and yearly? Because the experts say, who have like tested out, they've done like thousands, maybe hundreds of tests for what works and what does not work, and what works best for subscriptions and payments and all that stuff, say that weekly and annual subscriptions work the best and monthly isn't. Like, weekly is better than monthly, so you should prefer weekly. Why is it better? Because when I say to someone, this will cost you $2 a week, it sounds cheaper than saying $8 a month. That's just human psychology. So even though it is the same, so that is why people use weekly in their apps a lot nowadays. Um, Pro yearly, I'm going to make it Pro 1Y, and I want to price it very cheap, like $39.99 without trial. Okay. Okay. Oh, that's too long. For this, I'm just gonna use the same one. What was it? I duplicate. Let me just close out of. Oh, by the way, I did want to update the logo. I did not. I do not like the current one, so I asked Sora for a new one. Let me see. Can you elaborate more on the program idea you talked about? Yes. Can you be more specific? What exactly? Like a lot of things happened yesterday. A lot of them, if you remember in the Discord. So can you like tell me which exact thing you're asking for? Is that the app thing, 50/50 app thing, or something else? I think it looks good. What do you think? Ben, what do you think of the logo? It's very different from the other ones.
Oh, which is this for again?
The face analysis thing.
It's very hard.
What do you mean by hard?
Like it looks like a zombie shooter game. Like you know what I mean? If it was like a flat design, I would like it better. But I mean, if you're going for a hardcore design, go for it.
I mean, I'm not sure if it's good. That's why I'm asking. And the other thing is, I looked at other competitors and they have, let me show you what they have. It kind of stands out a lot, which is a good thing. And let me show you. So these are like the other ones. If you can see.
What are we doing?
It definitely stands out.
Utah, a cat, a Chad. I would go for something with like a flat design, like ChatGPT logo. It's really symbolic. It's really easy to remember if you're searching for it, like on your home screen of apps. You know what it looks like. Like that. I guess this one just it looks like an app from 2013.
Okay, what? Let me show you
I don't know.
some other examples I have. I don't know.
Like those ones look better to me.
Which one?
But even that, it's like a photo of like if you were looking at your phone and you have like a photograph of a face that's really small. I feel like doesn't work that well. Like if you want a small icon, make it a small design. You know what I'm saying? It seems too high res, I guess.
So the way I think about logos is not exactly how it would look on the home screen. I think about how it would feel and look on while user searches on the App Store. Because that's what matters to us. We don't really care how a user would feel about it on the App Store, but like if you have some suggestions.
I think that this icon, it communicates the right thing because it's a face with,
and because of this analysis,
like an analysis, kind of computer graphic looking overlay.
Like it's actually describing what our app is about. That's what I like.
That's what you wanted to do. So if I was you, I would go for something that communicates the same thing, but looks more symbolic rather than realistic.
I'm going to ask GPT the exact same thing. Let's see what it comes up with. And let's see what it thinks about. What do you think of this logo for this app? Some suggestions I got was to make it a bit less realistic and more symbolic and something like that, while conveying the same message which this logo really does convey properly, which is that it's fake. Like you can see by just looking at the logo that it's for a face analysis app. Give me some ideas here. I'm like really not good at creative stuff and thinking about what how things should look like. So I'm always just dependent on for these things to AI or other people.
Yeah.
Okay,
I
coming
like
back to
a
yeah.
lot of podcasts like I love Jordan
Mhm.
Peterson stuff. I love uh philosophy, I guess, and like
Mhm.
psychology stuff. And stuff like that.
Suggestions. Generate for me. Okay. Yeah, you are right. Yeah. It it kind of does have a lot of too much details. 100%. Yes, it makes sense. Let's see what we come up with. Okay, coming back to the question, your previous question about the 50-50 app thing. Okay, so what I mean is, look, I have spent quite a bit of time struggling with the App Store thing, learning a lot, and I've like invested in the things you need for making apps. I get like getting the developer account, the App Store optimization thing, and some other things that I will get or make myself because I really need them. Which I which you do know about, which we talked in that private stream, by the way, which was public,
I
but then
wasn't
we made it.
listening. I'm sorry.
Yeah, I know you weren't there. So, but Ethan was there, so he knows what I'm
Oh,
referring
Ethan.
to.
No.
Okay.
See, I don't even know who you're talking.
Oh, okay. So yeah, I have all like this experience, these tools, and now I'm starting to focus on this social media thing, trying to make communities and getting some following there. And I've studied about the marketing thing properly as well. So the thing is, I want to have as many apps as possible, and obviously, even if you vibe code everything and automate a lot of the stuff, it still takes quite a bit of time, 1 to 2 days for an app to be, even like a very small app to be completed, as you could see with the app that I created. So I thought that maybe there are other people who are not able to make apps or publish apps just because they can't afford the things like these paid, because you do need a lot of paid stuff. And I do know a lot of people who never get into app dev just because they cannot afford a MacBook and an iPhone, because it is way more expensive than a Windows one. So one way I can help is, and it will help me as well, that I give like my starter template that we were talking about to that person. He creates the app. I put it on my store, and I help out along the way wherever like you get stuck and you need help. Even if you're a beginner, there's a lot of things I can help with. And then there is my optimization tool. There's like image generation tool, Chat GPT Plus, and some more other things coming soon. So, and we can like market and I do the marketing part as well on TikTok, Instagram, Reddit, because I've studied that very deeply and I want to start that very soon. And as a result, we get like a 50-50 split in the revenue. That's the plan.
It okay. So if the other person is developing on Windows, can they test on Windows?
Yeah.
Like
So
they can
I'll
still
have to
run the
do the test.
simulator. So if
So
you
they
have
can
to do
test
the
on the
testing,
Android.
I don't think it works
What?
because if you have to do the testing, I don't think this
Hmm.
model works because when
Actually,
you're
they can test on
writing, you need
Android.
to. Oh, okay. Yeah.
I test only on iOS to make
Yeah.
sure everything looks fine on iOS, because the problem with React Native and all these
Yeah.
multi-platform languages is that something might work on iOS and might not work on Android, or vice
Some
versa.
things,
It
but
has
probably
happened to me.
most of it. The whole idea is most of it is portable between the
Yeah,
both
around
of them.
80%. So it's the 80-20 rule. 80% would work fine. It's just that last 20% I have to take a look
It's
at.
a good idea.
Yeah, man. So is there still any question, Ethan? If you have, feel free to ask. By the way, look at what pathetic icon this is. By the way, I don't like this new icon. Or do you think it's fine?
I don't like it either.
Like, what in
It
the
looks
world
like a
is a
muscle diagram. Like it looks like a
shooting
superhero
game? It
or
looks like a
something.
shooting game. Look at that,
Also, yeah. Um,
right?
you could, so I don't know. Just go on like Google Images and look up, or you could just ask ChatGPT like, what do I search on Google Images to find different styles of like a simple face representation that might work well. Thinking something like a wireframe face, something like that.
Mm,
You want it to have like an analysis type projection onto the face,
yeah.
um, but also not look scary.
Where is okay? Still building. The build just takes so long, so long. No, again. Okay, no. I'm just gonna go to Sora and remix it. You, sometimes you just have to try again and again to get something useful out of it. Okay, let me just ask it to make it less, or maybe go down here. Ethan, what do you think of this? It's not perfect because I see too much blue in it, which is not that good. But like the in terms of the detail part, which we all have the problem with, that it was too hyper realistic and too much details in it. If you just update this one a little bit, I think that would be fine. Open to your opinions.
That
Yes,
looks
about
a
your
lot like
fitness.
your first one, but I think that looks better. It doesn't look like a
Yeah, it is.
zombie.
Yes, I agree. But if you would suggest some improvements, like prompting it, improvements, difference. This one is really good in terms of detail. Yes, I also agree. By the way, for your fitness AI app, 100%, I would love to have that on store. And I was amazed to look at what you made. Because to be very honest, I thought you were, because you're 17, I thought you were a beginner. But those details that you made with that height and weight slider and that human body thing, oh my God. I cannot do that. I just can't do it. I'll be very transparent. I'm not that good at front end. I'm just a jack of all trades. I know a lot of stuff, but I'm not too expert in any of them. I'll be honest. I think if we remove the blue line stuff, it would be great. Ah, okay. Okay, let's do it. The blue lines on the face. Oh, like all I want is some kind of scanning thing, something that gives the feel of scanning is happening. Maybe these frames are more than enough for it. Okay, let's just remove this and make the frame the L-shaped frame reddish. Keep everything same. I do want two colors at least because this is too blue. Everything else same, please. How much more time with this? Oh, wait, the blue lines convey the analysis part. That caused my head. Yeah, it kind of does. And no other app is doing it. So I thought that it would look very out, like it would make the app icon a bit different or maybe better in some ways. Might be wrong. I also think we are like spending too much time on it. I don't know. Or maybe we should.
I'm making you a new one. I'm working on it. The icon.
What?
I'm working on the app logo.
Okay. Oh, yeah. I was going to do this. Yes, please go. I will just wanted. Come on. Oh, this is what I wanted. Yes, I had forgotten it. Okay, I'm just gonna cross it. Oh, I have two Sora tabs. Let me see what it came up with. Okay. Put in a random screenshot for now. Normally you have to put in the paywall screenshot over here. And if there's any notes for the reviewer, you can add those as well over here. Select the duration and save. Okay. And let's add in the one-time payment as well for it. For that, you have to go to in-app purchases. It is non-consumable. Well, I always forget. I think it's considered as non-consumable. Let me confirm. Yes, non-consumable. I called it lifetime. Lifetime. Ideally, you should have like a consistent format of what you name these product IDs. Like that's a better way, but I know I'm just sometimes randomly adding in stuff. I'm gonna make it 79.99. I don't know. 59. 59.79. $59. Okay, let's do it. Okay, I'll be back in a bit. Till then, if Ben wants to talk, okay.
Yeah, I'll ask to present my screen here. Don't forget to type something. I'm in the show. Oh my god, did he leave? Damn it. Well, you can just imagine my screen being up there instead of his. I'm working on a web app to display some cool AI summary stuff during your stream so that nobody's ever confused about what's going on, even you. Trying to run continuous audio transcription and switching out my OpenAI API calls to Gemini just to see if it works, because it'd be cheaper and I'm going to be able to do more cool things with it. So I'm going to mute myself now and be boring, I guess. Dang, I don't know how long he's away for, but I really want to share my screen. So my app is supposed to. So imagine like this stream here. You can see just a big browser window and like the chat window. And I guess you join the stream, right? And then you just see whatever's going on in that moment, and you only hear whatever the guy's saying currently. And you have to like build your whole understanding of what's going on based on whatever is currently being streamed. So whereas in the streamer's head, he knows what's going on, he knows what the plan is, what the end goal is, where it started, the steps that came before, knows what's going on now, and has a projection in the future. But you don't have any of that stuff, just joining. So you'll ask questions like, what's the app do? Because you don't know yet. But what if there is some portion of the width of the stream, there's a window where you can see extra information that's helpful to understand what's going on. So you see like, a description of what the app is supposed to do. You'll see like a live view of what current step he's completing and extra information that you would be able to come up with on your own if you've been watching the whole time, but you haven't been watching the whole time. Or if you have been watching the whole time and something happened like 20 minutes ago, you forget a lot of stuff along the way. So it's kind of like an abstracted representation of what is happening. So it's easy to keep track. And then I was also thinking that it could be like kind of a heads up display for the streamer. So if it had access to the chats, let's say it was a big stream with a lot of stuff coming into the chat. A lot of streamers, they just have to ignore the chat because it's being spammed with bullshit the whole time. And so if you had a language model reading what's coming in, could filter it for you and surface the good things, the good questions, or stuff like that. And it could take questions from the chat and phrase them to you in a way that connects to the rest of the information it has about context of what's going on, and could even like answer chat questions for you. Oh, he's back. Oh no, this is my screen. Oh man, I picked the wrong screen, so let me just move everything and then move it back. Oh. Okay, so this is the app. Do you like it? Okay, so yeah, so I would have like my editor over here, and it's done. Let me just fix the bug right now. I have to just stop talking for a minute and focus. Just copy this and just paste it and be like, bruh. You know what? I don't think this text is that interesting, so I'm gonna make it more readable for me. Okay. All right, so what did you fix? You fixed hopefully everything. Oh, we have to pulse to 30. 5 seconds. So if I click this button, it should be making API calls to Whisper, and we should be getting back transcriptions. Oh, yes, nut, it's working. Okay, what if? This is what we were trying to get. See, that's an issue I gotta fix. Just random Chinese. That's not cool. That's not cool. Okay, Gemini, testing. Come on. Oh, yes. Oh, that's so good. That's so good. It is such good news. Even, oh, it's giving me some PPs here. Oh, peas. Beep, beep, beep. I did not say that. Okay, that's nice. I'll just let that keep running there. And in the meantime, so what I really need is like a task list of what's going on in my own project. I've been trying to kind of make a meta list here. Okay, yeah, got audio transcription working. That's cool. That's good. OCR. That's the other part that I'd love to have. Oh, fuck me. I'm leaking API keys. Okay. Well, I'll go and hopefully fix that later. See, this is exactly what I told myself I wasn't gonna do. I was like, oh, it's fine because I'm not streaming anything. But then, yeah, I don't know, I guess. Thanks for saying that. I'm just gonna fix that right now off screen. Oh, what a bozo. That should auto scroll too. Oh, it's just so many PPs. What's going on with that? PPP. PPP. PPPPP. Gross roll too. Oh, so many PPs. But if I just read the transcription as it's coming in, it's pretty fun. So I think I'm gonna stop it. I have it chunking the audio
Hey Ben,
because transcription you can make.
your API key,
Yeah, I know.
have you?
I'm changing it right now.
You can delete and add so that you're safe.
Yeah. I don't really care about the Google one, but I should still use the Google one. Or get rid of it.
Like it would be so confusing if someone doesn't really watch the entire stream and just watches a few snippets. And one time he's seeing you making a stream still app, and sometimes they're seeing me doing the App Store stuff, which is totally different.
Oh yeah, that's fine. You can fix that later. Just fix it later. Fix it later.
Yeah.
Also, I hate that it's called Stream still. I have a better name for it now, and I forget the name that I'm currently on every time. So I need to iron that out. I want to just rebuild the whole thing from scratch, but then you were like, "Come join the stream," and I'm like, "Oh no, well, I have to have something like running." So, just see if it's actually going to be 10-second intervals now. Yeah, so this little issue I'm trying to solve is, I mean, you don't want to have like record your entire stream and then only send the whole audio at the end. Like you can't do that. So what is it with the PPs? Gemini loves PPs.
What were you
Yeah.
actually saying?
Well, I was actually saying that you have to chunk the audio as you're recording it. Basically, slice it into discrete segments of 10
No, I
seconds
mean
or
the P
5
thing.
seconds.
What is
Oh,
the
it just keeps transcribing things with a bunch of P's in it. Like sometimes it'll just be P. Sometimes it will, at the end of your transcription, put a bunch of P's. Like, look at all the P's here. Look at all the PPs. I don't know. It's just weird. Of course, I'm actually saying P now, so that's.
Oh, is it that sound
Oh
that
my
is
god.
saying?
Oh my
So
god.
in the audio there's like a maybe you're saying that there's some weird sound thing that similar to P, like something. We know what I
Oh,
mean,
you're saying like, what if my audio actually has P's in it?
or like some kind of sound effect that it's considering as P.
I don't know, because I mean, it's capturing the same mic that the stream is capturing. So
Sure,
let's see
no
what
problem.
else we have. Yeah, look at that as well. There goes more. Maybe it's
By the way, what
how
if
the.
we try updating the prompt? Will that fix it? like as a system instruction. Like
Oh,
don't add
so you're
the
saying there might be
thing
a
like this.
system
It
problem?
might fix the thing.
Yep, there's beep beep beeps. I don't know. Okay, so I guess I should just download this. I've never actually clicked that button. I don't know if it works. Transfer. Okay, let's look at it. Oh yeah, look at that. It worked. Alright. Whoa. What did that? I don't think I said that. Oh no, I did say that. What if I just put that file into my project for like, I don't know, maybe further call it testing. Let's see. Okay. Okay. Oh, come on. Yeah, I'm pretty sure. Here we go. Okay, so from my sniped it. Cool. Hey. Transparent. Come on. Here. Take a look at this text file that the transcription pipeline has generated. Tell me if you see anything weird. Okay, we got language switching, not very cool.
By the way, have you only been using
Repetitions.
4.1? Nothing else?
Yeah, yeah,
Uh, you should, like, if you think for a particular thing you are not getting the best result or you think it could be improved, then you should maybe
yeah.
try on some other model. I mean,
Yeah,
I
I've been
feel
trying
like
other ones
4.1
actually.
is
For
good
things
with
where it's got like
instruction
a
following,
bunch.
but if you wanted to think, like think of some solutions or you want some creativity, you'd prefer Claude 3.7.
Okay, that's hallucinations of Chinese, repeated beep 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 and PPP could be misinterpretations of microphone audio artifacts. And then you have chunk artifacts, which that's when a word gets cut off midway through, so it just detects it as something else. So um, yeah, Whispers definitely doesn't do as many of these. And chunk size, I don't know if it's actually implemented correctly, but yeah. So let's see. Who said thinking? Let me give it reference to only the things that. We just keep it on anything. Those are some great points, and we don't. So for the chunking, what I've heard is a good solution is to give some overlap between chunks to fix mid-word splicing issues, I guess. I don't know if that's a great way to describe it, but you probably know what I'm talking about, like cutting off words midway through. So we need to fix that. What I would say between Whisper and Gemini, Whisper hallucinates less, but it still does it. And Gemini adds a lot more PPPs and beep beep beeps, which is a big problem. And chunk size, I've had success with doing 30-second chunks, and honestly, that might be, having them bigger might be just okay, because I'm not really planning on integrating a live transcript for the MVP app. It can just be more intermittent and just higher quality, because primarily I'd like to derive contextual information to generate like task lists, and task list updates would probably just be the first thing that we want. Just make sure that comes in. And noise handling is fine. So let's send that one off. So far, one thing that I enabled in Windsurf, which it might be a similar thing in Cursor, is like an audio chime on completion. So I can just go and look at something else, and then it just chimed for me. So I wouldn't do anything.
Wait, were you saying something to me?
Yeah, I was saying you can, at least in Windsurf, enable an audio feedback when the cascade finishes doing its edits. So you can kind of just go and do something else while it's generating code, and then it's easier to tell when it finishes.
Yeah, I think it would have feature because Cursor has it. When it's done, it sends like a sound.
What did you say? Yes. Yes. Okay, sliding window. Yes, that's exactly right. Chunk size. Major chunk 60 to 90 seconds. Fewer API calls. Also a good point. More context within each chunk. Awesome. Task list. Post-process transcript with secondary call. That's exactly what I was thinking. Yeah. I trust you to implement all of those changes. Yeah. Yeah, let it rip. I'm expecting a lot from you, so be careful. All right. See what Claude can do. My first time using Claude on this project, actually. New project, actually. Stay Claude. Yeah. Okay. And it's only so short. Okay, let's see what we got. Did all of them? Wow. Allegedly. Let's see. Increase the chunk size. That looks like it actually happened. So that's cool. Chunk overlap. Okay. Intelligent transcript joining. I am curious to see how that happened. Well, I mean, we can just test it, so. Buffer management. Okay. Audio buffers maintain overlap. Start it up. Here's the drop down. Let's see, man. Try whisper first. I just minted a brand new key, so we'll see if that works. Hello, this is the start of it. Oh gosh, I don't want to trust it with a 60-second window. About 6 seconds. 6 seconds sounds a little more reasonable. Oh, okay, that looks pretty
I guess
good.
I'm gonna have a cousin on the stream. It's gonna be fun.
Oh, it's doing the thing again. It's doing the thing again. Okay, no, it's not doing the thing. Okay. Yeah, the repetition that's kind of dumb. If it has a 3-second overlap, it's literally sending all the information, like sending 1.5 times the amount that's being recorded, because that overlap is half of the window. So let me try and do a longer window here of like probably 60 seconds is better. So, oh, that is a problem right there. Oh, just switch to 30 for some reason. Oh, I guess that's fine. I actually want to do Gemini. Gemini with 30-second chunk window. Chunk text window. Yeah, so far Claude was a way better idea.
Yep.
Everything just works now.
Mm-hmm.
So
whenever you're doing something really basic, 4.1 is perfectly
Yeah.
fine. But whenever
Yeah.
there's thinking required, it's not good, in my experience.
Okay, processing that one. Gemini calls. Yeah, that looks pretty good actually. Yeah. It was just because I was doing 5-second chunks. That was probably the biggest problem. 5-second chunks. And lots of poopies, but no more poopies, looks like.
And how did it fix it? I would be interested
I
in
don't
knowing.
know. Yeah.
You don't know?
So the fixes were increasing the chunk size, adding an overlap, if
Yeah.
that makes sense, right? So it's
Mm-hmm.
taking the last 3 seconds from the
Yeah.
previous chunk, or
Perfect.
just so that
Wonderful.
you don't run into slicing words on half. They're halfway done. And it says intelligent transcript joining, which I don't think it actually did.
Okay. So Ben, I have my cousin on. I'm gonna add
Oh,
him
yeah.
to the stream. It's gonna
Oh,
be
cool.
fun. Assalamu alaikum.
Hey, Walaikum Assalam.
Hi,
What you guys
welcome.
up to?
Oh, wow. He's right there.
So Ben, this is Umar, and Umar, this is Ben, my new friend.
Hi.
Okay,
How's it going? I'm from in the US and I'm Maine.
I'm doing good. I'm doing good. I just woke up a couple minutes ago and I saw the first message was like, join the stream. So I'm here now. What you guys
Just
up
rolled
to?
out of the bed. Wicked.
Yeah, yeah, you can actually tell with my hair. I turned on my light, turned on my laptop. There I am.
Cool. So I'm working on a web app right now that's actually supposed to be for streamers and for
Oh,
keeping track of what you're doing during stream in your stream. So it'll be visible to the viewers. So it's like if you just woke up as you
yeah,
did and you
yeah,
just joined the stream, you're like, what's going on? And you should be able to look
yeah.
and
Ah,
tell some context and get a little bit of summary and transcription, which seems like it's working okay now. So that's nice. It doesn't auto scroll, but
nice.
yeah.
So whatever that has happened before I joined, it will give me a short summary of it.
Yep.
Yeah, and it'll be able to tell you what the goal of the project is and like the
Ah,
steps coming up and the active stuff.
nice.
And even eventually, I'd love for it to be able to generate more like visual representations, like
Key
a map of
moments.
how tasks relate to each other and like what's dependent on what, and
Ah,
help to answer a lot of questions that some of the viewers would have.
nice. You could use the similar approach to what Team Maestro or Otter does. Like, have you seen how these perform? These tools, these are for meeting notes. They also take
This is
screenshot of the key moments. I think it's very similar to
awesome.
that thing. Yeah, it's
Yeah,
very similar to that.
that's great. I should have done some more research about similar
Yeah,
stuff to help maybe.
Otter, Teams meeting, or
Yeah, it's very
Maestro.
popular nowadays.
Was it
Yeah,
author or
Otter.
Otter.
Yeah, the
OTT.
animal Otter.
oh,
Yeah,
Otter. Yeah, I've actually used
Otter.
one.
Yeah,
Is that
yeah.
this one?
Yeah,
Oh
Maestro
wow,
is a new one.
amazing.
It is direct integrated into Teams,
Uh,
Microsoft Teams. Yeah.
actually useful engineering insights. That sounds cool.
Yeah.
Looks like it'll give you story points into your PRs, Slack, Jira, reveal what your team's time is doing.
So our plan was to make this specifically for live streamers, because I think. So let me just tell you the
Yeah.
entire story how this even began. On day
Yeah.
9, Ben started watching, like randomly came across my video and started watching, and it was like
Yeah.
2 hours. I had already been streaming for 2 hours.
Oh.
So he joined. He did not really know what was going on. So later on, we became friends. That same day, we talked about for hours that same day, and he had an idea that why not create this tool where
Mhm.
you could use this tool for your streams, and
Yeah,
whenever someone joins, they could easily see on the side somewhere on the screen, like on my screen share, that okay, what's going on, what happened at what time, so they can understand what actually happens, like what is actually
yeah,
going on in the stream and things like that. And maybe later on, even chatbot can be added. So like it was his idea, really nice idea, that the viewer can ask like what is actually going on at 10 minutes 35 seconds. I'm not really sure what happened. You could
exact
even ask
time.
that.
Yeah,
It would be really interactive, and viewers would really want to use it. So our plan
yeah.
is we would turn
Hmm.
this into an actual SaaS and market it to other live streamers. I think a lot of people would be interested in it, the viewers and the live streamers as well.
Yeah, true, true. People would be interested. Yeah.
Yeah.
It's Team Maestro. You are googling it wrong. It's Teams Maestro. I added it in our private chat as well.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay, cool.
Found it? Yeah.
Let's see. AI meeting notes Teams. Let's see if it looks good, because if it doesn't look good, I'm immediately disinterested. That's the
By the way,
thing.
Umar, Ben does not
Yeah.
know any coding. He did it all vibe coding.
One
He knows
coding.
it all.
One coding. Ah,
I do
yeah.
know coding. I know coding. I learned to code in C++, and I
Yeah,
did
he
a
knows
lot
like the
of code
very
a
basic stuff.
long
But
time ago. I've never really done
That's
much
good.
web dev stuff. So
What's your background? Tell us a little bit about your background.
yeah, I've got a background in just engineering stuff, like a lot of
robotics.
mechanical engineering,
Oh,
electrical, some software stuff. So robotics is kind of like mechanical, electrical
embedded.
software. Just making
Nice.
things work with each other and like
Yeah.
finding weird
Yeah.
ways to do things is mostly
Yeah.
what it's all
Yeah.
about. So
I find it quite interesting. I had a friend is really into embedded coding. I think that's the term that they use when you are
yeah,
combining C code into the robotics. It's quite complicated as well. Like you need to be physically present for most of the part.
that stuff is like really spooky. You have to do like a lot of things where you're like, this should just like you plug your camera in and you're like, oh my god, what why isn't it showing up? Like
Yeah.
or it shows up in your system. It's like that's embedded coding. It's like
Yeah.
getting devices to
It's,
talk to each other, like literally
yeah.
figuring out how it sends the bytes through the USB line and stuff like that. So it's pretty
Yeah.
tedious.
Yeah. True. True.
Like I don't think you could really do a lot of vibe coding with that sort of thing. If you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Yep.
It cannot
At
be
certain
replaced.
point, you just get stuck. You have to use your own skills.
Yeah.
Okay, so this is like summary after the meeting's done.
Yeah.
Looks like, but I don't know if they have anything that's live during. It looks like
Perhaps check his demo.
yeah, that would be good to get. That's
Let's
30
do
minutes.
demo. Let's pick this. Yeah.
Yeah, come on. I just want to go to Google, please. There we go. I just downloaded Brave, so it's just in Brave search engine.
Yeah, they don't really have much content available on.
Okay, that's cool. Let's see, what does it look like?
How does it work?
Hmm. What's going on? Okay, so let's get the transcript. Okay, so it can do text. No, that is just literally a transcription. Okay. Finding the transcript after the meeting. Okay, that's not really what you want, though. Yeah, I mean, it looks like their demo is for insights
I
after the
think
whole news.
this demo is very old. The current one
Yeah.
has
Oh
too
yeah,
many
it's really.
features. Yeah, it's
Yeah, it's from
before the
2025.
AI boom. Yes, before the AI boom. Yeah, maybe yeah, check the next one's quite decent.
Chapters. Let's see what the chapter.
Demo.
Okay.
Okay, so
I'll be back in a
Arhan,
second.
so we are working on Ben's live stream idea. You already know about it. But we are working on it and just seeing some other similar products as well.
Okay, this is really. Yeah, so this one looks like it's within Copilot, so it's just go to the Copilot chat window, which is I feel like a lot of AI integrations are just go to the chat window, do a chat. It's like I don't want to do another chat. These are so boring. You have to scroll through the whole
Mm-hmm.
thing. It's
Yep,
mostly just
100%.
fluff.
Yeah.
Some things are bolded, but even the bold things get washed out when there's so many other bold things.
Yeah, you're
Yeah.
right. Visualizations would make it way more interesting.
I'm trying to even
True.
find because I had some like let me just take this off screen. Sorry. I made some visuals with GPT and mentioned this might actually help you visualize a lot better what this is supposed to be like. So yeah. Okay, so this might be there's some bigger stuff. This was an idea I was having, like if you can have your stream, just the whole video feed be controlled by this app, then you could have a main stage, which would be like your camera view and like whatever you're working on, if it's your IDE, your editor or something like that. And then a side stage, which is kind of like the window on the side of your screen, like summary content in there and a little bit of visuals, like some basic information. And then if you get a question from the chat, like, oh, what is this part doing? You could do like voice commands to this application and like pull up a whole big window of like a summary of the problem. It's like takes context from what you're saying in the moment and kind of gives
Mm,
a
this
better.
is possible, but
True.
there is one like might have some problem because this would be in a separate website or web app or something. It cannot be
Yeah,
within
yeah,
YouTube,
you're
right?
right.
So I'm not 100% sure how would that go.
But it's like, okay, what if you just share your desktop with it, share your webcam,
Mm-hmm.
so it controls the video feed that you stream. Then it can do whatever it wants with the video feed, right? Like
Yeah,
if
but
it
then you would have to
composites,
create stuff that would make configuration of StreamYard, OBS, or these softwares, which I think is going to
yeah,
be
you're
very
right.
complex.
You're right. Well, I mean, that's like maybe like
Yeah,
that's
so
an
the
eventually. That's just a cool
Yeah,
idea. But
yes.
yeah,
I just think
Yeah,
I
person in
was
the
looking at the
chat is
costs.
asking what we are researching about. So we are researching how previous AI tools that do such stuff, like record the meeting, what happened in the meeting, what was the agenda, screenshots, like these kind of things. Your name is written Serena Bandhu, though.
he's an old viewer. Arhan, his name is Arhan, 15-year-old
Arhan.
Indian boy.
Nice. Nice. That's
He's doing
interesting.
AI agentic stuff, which I started like a year ago. And he's
That's
already doing
very
a
early
decent.
on. That's very early on. Nice.
Okay.
Oh my god,
Impressive.
look what AI turned me into.
Yeah, that's his. That's like the semantic reconstruction of your face, I think. So this is like kind of, I mean, this was generated by GPT image, so it's kind of like if you look at the details, they might be wrong, but this is kind of the idea. So you have this side window of like the steps and what's going on, and would help a lot with understanding what's happening. So I wish I could keep this on screen for like the exact function that it's supposed to do, but it's like taking up my whole screen. So I'm just gonna like switch. You just like put it like that. It'll be really confusing, but hopefully helpful. And yeah, I just don't have enough screen space to show, to like work on what I want to do and show relevant, useful stuff at the same time. Like this is the whole problem that I'm trying to solve. Anyway, let me just see real quick if I can get it to auto scroll things. I'm streaming right now, actually. This is so meta, and I was wondering if you'd help me change the transcription text box to just like make that auto scroll, so I don't have to keep going and scrolling on it to show the live updates. Thank you. You always got to say thank you. Sometimes I'm really mean to it just for fun. I'm like, or I say like things like I've been kidnapped by the CIA and they're making me code this, and I have no choice. If I don't finish within 5 minutes, they're gonna kill me. It's like, oh, thanks for the suggestion. Here's what you should do. Like it totally flies over the AIs. It doesn't understand at all. Because these ones are, I don't know what.
Like the windsurf and cursor ones are very like restrained in some way, so that's why they will never focus on those things.
System, so it's just funny.
But if you say that to ChatGPT, it will consider.
But the system prompt in cursor or windsurf, like it's not bulletproof. It's still the same model, so it's fun to try and break through and to make it say like a little bit of fun.
Yeah, it may or may not work. Yeah, because they do.
It's probably not great for like actually getting your code to generate right, but it's fun anyway. Okay, scroll container reference. What's going on? Auto scroll effect. Let's see if it works. So this is the annoying thing when I'm testing and then it has to wait another 10 seconds to. Oh look, more PPs. God damn.
Oh no.
Yeah, it doesn't happen as much with Whisper, but.
By the way, which model are you using? Maybe we can improve the model.
I think.
No, which Gemini?
I don't know. I actually don't know.
You can check that.
I just gave it the documentation. I was like, please use Gemini.
Yeah, then it's using 2.0. You can try 2.5.
Oh, really? Sure.
Gemini 2.5 Flash, which is way better.
Let's do that. So, well, let me check the. So if I generate an API key from like the Google, I don't even know which tab it was in. Oh, this one. Let me just send that to the other window so it didn't show. Where's this one? That one. Gemini API. That's the projects. Are you able to specify the model you use in here in the back? Or
is anything? Open source? What open source? Are you asking about this stream application that we are making? Live stream helper assistant sort of application? Or what?
I don't know if he's talking to the chat or if he's talking to me. No. Okay. Open source. He's talking, am I open sourcing this code? I think.
Yeah, maybe.
I mean, I really want to, but we're also supposed to be making money, so I probably.
Yeah.
Do I have to? I should just
By
ask.
the way, a lot of open source softwares are making really good amount of money,
Get all
but
the features.
that's not something I would get into just now.
Wait, how are they making money on open source? Oh,
That's
they
the
just
thing. Most of the
probably
people
people
don't
just
really.
don't want to go and rebuild a thing. Yeah, I mean, that's if you think that'll work, I want to do that because I want to see if people can do anything better. So my partner's saying that our Gemini API calls might actually be using a Gemini 2.0 model
By the
instead
way,
of latest
then
one.
you don't have
So,
to. Let me tell you what you have to do. I can tell you very easy way. Go to the search icon that you see in the left tab.
oh yeah, I'm
Yes.
just probably search for that
And
model.
type 2.0. Yes, you can maybe. Yeah. Here somewhere.
Use a pseudo. Is this one? Yeah.
Do Control F and type 2.0.
1.5 Flash.
It's using very
Oof,
old model.
yikes.
1.5 is very old. You should just turn it to 2.0 and it might fix everything.
Let me see.
2.0 dash flash.
2.0. Isn't there 2.5 though? What's going on?
Yes, it is. But we can
2.0.
incrementally check. Maybe if 2.0
I mean,
is
I want to
good
check
enough, we
like
don't get.
whether this is actually what it's called or not. So let me just
It probably
do
is.
this and go here. And, I was going to say something else. But okay, enter to
The tech stack is Next.js. Yeah, that's it. And for the AI, we're using Gemini.
Is
Nothing
that
else.
correct?
Very standard stuff. Nothing
Is
super different.
is the model ID I have typed in here, like, is that the correct formatting? That's what I want to know. Also, I don't need to be using 3.
By the way, LLMs can never tell you that like whether the model ID is correct or not
Right, but they should
because
be
they
able
don't
to
really know.
vision. Okay,
No,
that was completely not right. No,
that's very different.
don't, please. So do I have to like do an MCP to get web search, or is that not the same anymore?
No, I think they already have it, but the web search isn't perfect. There are way better ways of doing it, which I will
Okay,
share
well, I'll
with you.
just test this, I guess. So,
Yeah, just test it out.
context here. This, by the way, is really cool. I have this app called, it is open source. It is called Mac Gesture. So you can set
Mhm.
like, you just hold down the right click button. And then if you do upright, it's going to do these different key commands. So I have one set to reload the page, like forward, back, and different things. Like I have
Oh,
close
that's
window. It's so helpful. It's actually very
Mhm.
helpful. Oh, did I just close the wrong thing? Dang it. There we go. Like minimize or hide. That's pretty cool. So go and check that out if you get a Mac. It takes a long time to set up because you have to do each thing manually. So yeah, let's just try it. I should have set that to something smaller. 29. 56 is fine. This is a test. See if it's using Gemini 2.0. Flash. No. Processing. No, it's not working. And it's actually giving me errors. So.
not working.
Aha.
Okay, so remove dash latest from it because whenever I use it, I never added that. Maybe that's causing it.
This. Okay, let's see if this works. Okay.
Here we go.
That's pretty good. So Yeah, hopefully the PPPs aren't going to go away. Thanks for
Mhm.
saying that. It would have taken me
Yeah.
so long to figure out. Thanks,
By the way,
Chris.
if you
You're always
want to do a very detailed test, you could even add the like you could make the model name dynamic as well, just like you have two options, Gemini and Whisper, and drop down you can
Yep.
test many models if you want.
Oh yeah, and do like A/B testing
Yep. Yeah, exactly.
to make like a bunch of calls at the same
Mm-hmm.
time.
Or
So
maybe you could just do them separately as well. Because if you want to do like the bunch of calls say at the same time, that would require some code changes, quite a bit of them.
30. To try 30. Okay, now I mean what I really want to do is just get, because if I'm using Gemini 2.0 Flash, that should be able to do text stuff too, right? Text
Yeah.
none.
Text,
Oh,
image,
that's more.
yeah,
Okay.
all of it.
Epic. All right. Start a new channel.
By the way, I just now got a good idea. You could even go to aistudio.google.com and test,
Yep.
like give one audio file and upload it and test it with multiple models, and you would easily find out which one is your
Oh
favorite
yeah.
one.
Yeah. Cool.
We could compare many models just like
Oh
test
dang
it.
it! It's using Whisper. Don't. Let's try it right. Okay, bet. I just had. Well, I started with $10 of OpenAI credits, and
Mhm.
I don't even know. I want to go and check actually how far that has. I'll check my usage. Total spend. Oh, wait a minute. Oh, because I made a new key. And I deleted the old one, so I wonder if it'll still show me. All right, so far during the testing of this app, looks like I'll just pull this tab up. So we've done. So actually, let's see. Audio transcription done. How many seconds? 4.184K seconds. 4,184 over 60. It's an hour and 9 minutes of transcription for, how many cents did that say? 42 cents. So not bad. Not bad. So it is really cheap. Let's get another person join the server. It's pretty cool. I should like put this window down here so I can see if anybody's putting stuff in the chat. Oh. Anyway. Totally, I had
Okay, sorry, I
another.
wasn't looking at the chat before, so nice. Yeah, TypeScript. Nice. So for now, we haven't added a backend. Like right now, like everything is local right now. We might use Convex, which I prefer personally over Supabase. Both are really good options, but personally like Convex more, and I've been using that. The 10 apps that I made. So the plan before starting the stream was to make one app and put it on the store on the same day, but it was becoming very difficult. It wasn't really possible. So what I did was I toned down the difficulty of the challenge and just created those apps, very basic version of them. And right now I'm in the process of finishing them, polishing them, and putting them up to the App Store.
Context 7
So
uses
apps, I started out with the Face Max app. Wait, just for a second, I'm going to show my screen. So let me show you the apps that I'm in the process of putting up to the store, and you can check those out and maybe give a 5-star review if you want to help out. So these three are on the store. This is my first ever app that I created like 2 months ago. This is second, this is third. Today I'm gonna put this up. And this is so these identification apps are very similar. This, and this, and there are a few others as well that I created, like plant identifier, stone identifier, which apparently a lot of people like. When I like researched about it using the App Store optimization tool, a lot of people were searching about it, and I made my first dollar on App Store through this app, CoinSnap, just yesterday, and I was really happy about it because I just completed the entire thing in 2 days. And for this app, I like spent a month or more than a month building, and it's still at zero. So interesting stuff. But that's the brief overview. By the way, anything you want to share about yourself? Like, what do you do? Web development, app development? Where are you from? Or anything you want to share? Let me bring back Ben's screen, as it's more interesting than mine.
Sorry, I didn't mute it. I'm trying to get Claude to generate me some code here. Figure out what that means.
Oh
I
wow,
want
he also
to see
live
if the
streams.
transcript is
Nice.
working now.
Like to check out your channel.
Oh wow. What's your AZ anything? What's your profile picture? In my tiny view, it looks like Minecraft world.
Oh nice. He's from Australia. So he just streamed today. 10 hours
no
vibe
way.
coding in 10 minutes. Wow.
Super cool.
Very nice.
Claude is letting you up right here. Cool.
Oh wow, it's more interesting. So we are gaming
yeah.
and vibe coding. Wow. Wow.
Uh,
That is very interesting combination.
super. Yeah, join the Discord. I need to pick up more Australian slang.
Yeah, by the way, we do
Second
have a
to
Discord
that.
channel. You can join in. Maybe we can chat more, interact more, maybe collaborate just like I'm collaborating with Ben. He started watching on day 9 and we are already like working on stuff, collaborating and stuff. So yes, you can also join in. I'll share the link.
This is super.
And I'll also subscribe, by the way. It's cool to support each other.
To use Gemini to automatically extract tasks from the live transcript and update the task tracking system. Is that what I want to do? Yeah. Claude's got stamina. This is cool.
Mm-hmm.
Claude it up.
Sounds good. AZ sounds good.
All right,
We haven't
Zafar,
like organized the Discord too much right now. We will slowly do that as well.
when you get a second, I got something to run by you. So it seems like you're live streaming on YouTube, and you're using StreamYard to manage what gets shown during the stream, right?
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
StreamYard also has access to the YouTube chat.
Yeah.
So like, I don't know how they're doing that, but I want that in my app. I want it to read from the chat too. So it seems feasible. Like, I think, does StreamYard generate like a token for you to paste into YouTube Because I wonder if multiple things can use that at the same time. Do you know what I mean?
Wait, just to confirm, are you talking to me?
Yeah.
Okay. So yes, they're probably using an API, which we might be also able to access. The only issue I have is we will be able to get the chat and all that, but the we would have to make the user use some other website while watching the stream or watch this entire stream on some other website. Will people want that? I'm not 100% sure. That's the
Wait,
only concern I have.
what are you talking about? I just want the chat. Like,
You,
if you could just
you
pull for
want
the
the chat to respond to
messages.
the messages.
What? No, I just want the app to have the AI agent have access to the chat messages.
Yeah, that is definitely possible.
Yeah, because that would be super cool.
Mm-hmm. By the way, maybe we can even do the chat reply thing within YouTube. I'm not 100% sure because I've seen some YouTubers
Oh, to get the
see
app
live
to
streams where,
type in the chat. That would be cool
yeah,
too.
I think with an API or maybe something, a bot or something, we can do it because I just remember right now that I have seen some streams where there is an automatic reply thing already in place. It's not
So
using
Zarina,
AI.
you said use
It's
Prism.
like it's static. Is
Is
Arhan.
Prism like supposed to be better or
It's open
different?
source.
Open source?
I tried setting it up. It's like setting it up, but I wasn't able to. So might try it tomorrow.
I mean, that's on you. Oh, hello.
Yeah. Stream is fine on my end.
Is Claude still going? Oh no, we made the noise. Okay, well I don't know. I guess I could hit accept or.
Umar, if you want, you can join
Oh my
the
god!
Discord group.
Oh my god! It was doing it. It was doing it.
Okay.
Whoa, that's cool. Okay.
What was it doing?
This bunch of it was adding things to my task tracker.
Wow.
Get the app
Ooh.
to type in chat. Give AI agent access to chat messages. Whoa, it's doing it. It's doing it.
Nice.
That's cool. Real quick, you remember what we did with the auto scroll in the transcription window? Can you do that for the task tracking too?
By the way, I was thinking of a really nice thing just now, that there are some things that only we have to see. The viewer does not have to see that which
Right.
transcription provider, volume, microphone, camera we're using. So we can actually have two pages. We can open one on just our screen and one which the viewer sees, which would make which would make it look cleaner and much better for the viewer.
Do you know what sucks actually? Because I tried to set this up earlier. I want this test to be able to hear your audio, so like it will record your suggestions too. I don't have that right now, but that would be perfect. Like, yeah, I went down a whole rabbit hole of like, you know, the audio midis. If you ever have to open this application, God help you, because it's confusing and
Umar is my cousin.
like I should be able to understand what's going on, but I don't. And I've tried, and I had this whole thing like 5 years ago where it didn't make sense, and then I somehow like got it to work, and then I forgot, and then I learned again, and I forgot, and now I just nothing works, and I hate it. So yeah, there's some advice for you. Okay, let's see if it auto scrolls. I don't know. Oh yeah, no. We got it. Unscrew this. We don't need that. That's something I gotta figure out, how to get it to not put weird things in there. Oh, it's got some issues. That is that's a problem.
Yeah, just copy this error. It's an important thing to be fixed.
I don't know what it's saying.
Somehow the ID is duplicating. I'm not sure how it's actually.
This sucks because I'm used to normal coding, so I want to understand things, but probably the solution is just give it to Cloud, give it to the chance.
Or what you could do is, like when solving stuff, while solving stuff, you could even ask it that solve this and then tell me why was it happening, because I don't really know why it's happening.
Okay, that's actually.
If you want to understand how it fixed it or what.
See, what I want to do is make an MCP server to give Windsurf, give the chat access to update these two instead of just pulling things from audio, because you get like no code context from just what I'm saying. So
Wait,
I was thinking of getting the app to like actually capture your screen and like do OCR.
Yes, you can do that.
What's going on, but that sounds way
there
more.
There is an MCP for it.
There's an
I
MCP
can help
for
you set it up.
For
where
what?
it can take screenshot. Like it does the changes, it takes screenshot and then reviews the screenshot whether it's fixed or not, and then goes in the loop of fixing it until it's done.
Okay, that's another thing. But what I'm talking about is an MCP for like updating tasks in here and like doing things, changing things in this to give live updates to the viewers. So it would actually be able to know what's going on in my Cascade chats. So it could be like, you know, I pose a question and it makes a task for it and explains what's going on. Something like that. This was the R scroll thing, or yeah, that works.
Your audio is a little weird right now. Not sure why.
Is it weird, or is that coming from?
Now it's better.
Your cousin, whose name I forgot already. I'm sorry.
Omar.
Let
me chill.
No, it's like it was happening while you were talking. Or maybe some voices are mixing. I'm not sure.
Okay, what's the next? Really have to clean up the UI because it's all crammed in the same thing right now. And you can't really see anything important. So that's a big problem. Let's see. So all the components kind of work right now, and that's great. Audio transcriptions in the bag, huge, but all of the UI, like rendering of the elements, could use a lot of work right now. Like what's visible is mostly useless information, and it should actually be all useful information, if you know what I mean. So what should be prominent are, you know what, for now, probably just get rid of the camera streamer view, because that's actually done by another program. It's completely redundant. And probably we could like hide all the settings in a different page, just like Zafar said. That was a great suggestion. And maybe hide the live transcription in a drop down so I can just check it for debugging and just hide it most of the time. The task tracking is what I want to be front and center right now. So keep in mind that I'm viewing this as like a very skinny web page. So the prioritize vertical space. So higher priority items should take up more vertical space. and none of the content should ever exceed the height of the browser window. It's a lot of stuff.
Or have you tried speech to text tools like these for prompting
I
AI?
haven't. I haven't.
Dude, do you use a Mac?
One,
I actually type everything that I want to say to it.
Whisper Flow.
I have
you
a,
should try out
It's
Whisperflow.
yeah.
It's really
I have
cool.
another
Because
I
I'm
have
like,
another approach as well now.
Which, what's that?
Um, like if I want to do some coding, but it's very difficult type, I know AI can get it wrong. So first,
Mhm.
if I'm using Gemini, I will go to ChatGPT, create a prompt from there that I have to give it to
Yeah.
this. That
Mm-hmm.
way, my prompt is very clear, very much
dude,
understandable,
Yep.
and I get a better response.
Yep.
and
100%.
your chats aren't clouded with a bunch of like bad back and forth things. It's a lot more concise. Dude, that's
It really
actually
helps
pretty
out when you have to
genius
brainstorm.
because if
It's better to just brainstorm while saying rather than typing.
yeah. So right now I'm paying for Windsurf and I'm paying
Mhm.
for an OpenAI ChatGPT subscription. So, and on ChatGPT it doesn't consume any credits or anything like that. It's just infinite. So that's a really pretty big brain strategy.
Yeah.
I like that.
That is very
It's
useful.
insane.
By the way, Umar, if you don't know, OpenAI bought Windsurf for $3 billion. So now we're going to have an OpenAI's cursor
I
competitor.
don't think it's still there.
Oh,
It's going to be cool.
prices are gonna go down.
Might have hit stop.
Yeah, I think the same. We might even
Yeah.
get image generation within our IDE. That would be so cool.
That would be next level.
Yep.
What? The quad is just not working. Let's see. 2.5. What did I mean? Did it do anything? No. Okay. Yeah, please implement those changes. Yeah, vibe coding is just being like, make it go. That's most of what you're thinking. Live kit, okay.
Live kit, yeah, I checked
From
that
3
out.
minutes ago, Zarina said, you tried live
Yeah.
kit. Let's go say something. Real-time agents. What? Sounds pretty cool. Oh no, just the wrong thing. Finished. Oh, it didn't do anything. Why? I don't know why it's not writing anything. It's great. It's wonderful. You can generate all that code. Please change my files. Please insert the code. And that would make me happy. Thank you. Live kit. Live kit. Mm-hmm. Voice. Okay. Oh, robotics. What? Skydio? Wait a minute. Wait a minute. Skydio? I think I know a guy who works at Skydio. Oh, what the fuck? Oh my god, it's the. No, I'm all set. I'm all set. Thanks. Did they make? Yeah, dude. Yeah. I know a guy who works at Skydio, Taigi, and I went to school with him, and he was really into drone stuff. He went to work for Skydio. And then he came back the next year to my design for manufacturing class, and he brought in one of the drones, and we took the whole thing apart, and it was like bonkers inside. The thing had like 8 cameras, like one's looking at the side and the top. They do
Mhm.
everything from vision, like they don't use any other like low tech sensing suite. And it's crazy because a lot of the compute, I think all the compute runs on device. So they just have to figure out how to like massively
Oh wow.
optimize it. Their drones like just don't crash. It's amazing. Yeah, they do some pretty badass stuff. Cool. I don't know how they. Oh, they teleoperate with LiveKit. What? Pretty cool. Live streaming. Okay, that's probably what OpenAI uses LiveKit for conversational stuff. Oh wow. You know what? So what do you have to do? Voice agents.
By the way, check
Okay.
their pricing. They're
Yeah.
giving me a very premium vibe, very premium. So I
Yeah.
don't know how
I mean,
expensive
the
they are.
website looks great. Let's see.
On
Pricing.
the right, yeah, pricing. Whoa,
Shit.
$50.
$50.
It's decent.
Whoa. Thousand concurrent
I don't even know what you
participants.
can do with it, so I knew
Yeah,
like.
what even are participants anyway?
Yeah, concurrent participant.
So I guess that would be, if we implement with LiveKit, it'd be like you'd have 1,000 streamers doing like running the app at the same time. Concurrent just means at the same time, right?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, but I wasn't sure about.
$0 a month. I mean, they have a free tier, so
Mm-hmm.
I don't understand how you can have 100 concurrent participants at $0 a month. That sounds weirdly like a lot. So I don't know. It's okay. See, hear, speak. Fully open source. Hmm.
Oh, is it open source or is it just a
Yeah.
few things, just a repository with some stuff?
I mean, they have.
Whoa, if it is open source, that is crazy.
FK agents for Python. It's a framework for voice AI agents. So it's like, eh. So, but you're using their voice model to do things with, I guess. Is that it? A live kit room. Okay. What is that? Any provider. Interesting. Use cases. This is exactly what I'm looking for. So, assistant You can talk, text, screen share with an AI. It's like, yes, that's cool. That's applicable. Telehealth call center for you guys in Pakistan. Real-time translation. NPCs. Cool, so we can get some CNN posts in here. Lifelike NPCs. We could start a newscasting program. Robotics. Well, okay. Front-end mobile browser, robotics. Using LiveKit in the backend. Let's make this bigger. Oh, not that big. Dude, maybe I should just copy this, send it to Claude and be like, hey, did this work?
Documentation. Wait, let me see if there are way better ways of giving in documentation. Just a minute.
Okay.
There's this MCP I found yesterday, Git MCP. You can give any Git repository to your LLM, to your cursor or windsurf for referencing it. And then there's another one called Context 7 that is for documentation.
Context 7. Somebody said Context 7 in the chat,
Yeah.
so I'm going to use that one.
Oh yes, LiveKit has
Who
it
was
already.
so I can attribute you.
Let's get it set up on your windsurf. It's very simple.
So, okay, so MCP here. No. Yeah, apologies. I'm brand new to using windsurf, so yes. Don't really know what's going on.
Add server. And the button.
Yes, I see here.
Oh, they already have a lot of them.
Don't need a custom. Maybe search up here because that's not.
No, they don't.
I guess
like add custom. Add custom.
So I want to like write it.
You can copy it from somewhere. Let me just find it for you.
Yeah, why don't you find, because you can find the Discord repo, then it'll tell me how to do it. So yeah. Let's just fill this with a bunch of different.
Okay, it's very simple. I'm going to paste it in the private chat, or maybe even the public chat here. Just have to paste this in.
Okay. You know what I'm gonna do? Because if you want me to keep sharing my screen, I want to share my big one. I just screwed up earlier. Selected the wrong screen.
No,
oops.
Till then, I can share what I am spending time on. Just setting up the payment stuff for this app. So I use Revenue Card for it, where you can easily set up the payment stuff for your apps, create paywalls, and do A/B testing and so much, so many things. So just setting that up. It's very repetitive. You have to do this exact same thing for all of your apps. There is no automated way of doing it for now. Add a product. import.
Where's the-
I'm going to import them here. And then you attach the products with the entitlement. There are quite a few concepts here. After that, you create an offering, and then for that offering, you create a paywall. Just gonna call it default. Weekly. Wait a minute. I want to import them, not add them manually. Yeah, okay. Now wait, what do I do now? Create a package.
Oh,
Oh, yeah. To create all packages. Weekly subscription. Just gonna call it weekly. This one. New. Annual. And then a lifetime offer. Then you create the paywall. I have been using the same one for all my apps for now. This one. The most standard option. You get a template over here, you just edit it for all your apps. So the reason, Umar, especially for you, because it might be new to you, others have seen it maybe 2-3 times already. Rather than creating the paywall within your app, like coding this thing in your app and putting the packages, why should you use this? Because you can change it remotely. If you want to do A/B testing, whether what text would be best, which packages are going good, and like what should be order of the packages, because there's an app which tested that if they put the yearly package on the left, if their users are more likely to get it rather than the right one, something like that. I'm not exactly sure. Okay, Emil, I think so. Is it your friend, Emil?
Yeah, he is my friend. Yeah,
Yeah,
I invited him.
I know. Okay, so just to explain briefly, I've created some apps here, and so these are the ones that are already on the store. I'm putting up some more apps that I created in a 10-day challenge we ended a few days ago. And now I'm preparing those apps to put it on the store. These are some of them.
Nice.
So I'm setting up the payment thing here. And yeah. By the way, Umar, everything changed on day 7 or 8 on the live stream, because in the initial days, there was barely anyone watching. And then on day 7 or 8, two boys started watching, Arhan and Ethan, to whom you were talking in the Discord
Yeah,
group.
in the
And
Discord.
then
Yeah.
on day 9, Ben joined in, and a few and Nick and a few other people. And on the same day, there were like 20 people watching at the same time, and I was like blown away. What's going on?
How many
So I
people
was
are
Yeah,
like,
watching
lots
we
of
now?
need
people.
to continue doing this, and this can be something big.
Nice. It's the consistency is the key then.
Yeah, 100%. Yeah, man.
Yeah.
Thanks, Emil. Thanks. Just download this. What do you think of the logo? Is it okay for this face analysis app?
It is. It's for look maxing.
Yeah,
What's
that's a
the app name?
term that people are
I know the
using for
term.
this
I
kind of
know
thing.
the
Yeah,
term. Yeah.
that's the thing.
That looks decent. What does that chat say?
Oh. I'm gonna mute myself. I need to talk to myself about something. Lest I say anything embarrassing. I have to swear when I talk to myself, so it helps me think better.
Ben, when we get our apps or something, some SaaS successful, we're gonna meet up, man. It would be really fun.
Yeah, I want to go somewhere. Like, I don't know. I would love to travel. Everybody's always like, yeah, I would love to travel. But it's like,
Mm-hmm.
I don't have a reason to go to somewhere. I'm probably not gonna go there. You know what I mean? I
Mm-hmm.
don't travel to like go and people talking about like, oh, where'd you make it? Yeah, we did Italy. I don't want to like do Italy. I don't want to do Pakistan. I want to like go there to meet somebody to like have some. I
Sound.
need a reason. You know what I mean? I don't want to go to a
Mm-hmm.
tourist
Yeah.
thing and take a picture and say that I've been there. It's just not. What's the point?
Yeah, if you ever do
Nice.
make a plan, make it in this summer, then you can visit the northern areas. It's quite beautiful here.
Yeah.
Have good vacation here.
If we are able to get it successful by then 100%.
Yeah,
Hell
we
yeah.
have around 2 months. We have 2 months to go.
So that's
Yes.
another motivation now.
That is true. Also, I need to go to my friend's wedding in France. So
Oh.
I don't have any money right now. It's bad. It's bad.
Mm-hmm.
Keep grinding.
This paywall thing is the most boring one. It's just so much boring stuff. Nothing really interesting here.
But it's actually most important.
100%, yes. This is
Uh,
why
yeah,
we are creating
your
apps.
all your revenue depends on this at the end of the day.
Yep,
It
100%.
can't be boring. Can't
Yep.
be boring.
One tip here for people watching is if you have like multiple plans like yearly and weekly, you should mention the discount that user is getting in the yearly plan as well by showing the calculated weekly price. Like obviously after the discount, the price would be way lower per week. If you're giving like 50% discount or more. So you should like add it there so users can like compare and say, oh yeah, I should probably get the yearly plan because it's way discounted and way cheaper, even though they are paying a lot more.
Yeah. Zafar, why don't you also add a weekly option? Like you can get the app premium version for just a week. It would give user a demo of what features they will be getting. If they're interesting, they can opt for
Mm.
a monthly or yearly. They should have
So
this option
we
of small period subscription, weekly type.
yeah. So it is a subscription, by the way. So users can cancel it
Yeah.
anytime. If they subscribe to a weekly one, they can cancel out
Okay.
anytime.
Okay. So
Yeah.
we are keeping an option of weekly
Yeah, yeah,
subscription.
yeah. Yeah.
Okay.
So these
I
are
just didn't
subscriptions.
see
Yeah.
on the screen.
Hmm.
Okay.
I'm handling payments through revenue card, which is, in my opinion, the best option as of now. And for authentication, I used Clerk. But later on, I found that moving it to production instance is kind of takes more time than expected. But it's good. It's not bad in any ways. But I might look. But there's a recent one, a really popular one called BetterAuth that I might try out if it's faster to work with because I'm focused on making sure my processes are as optimized and quick as possible so I can make as many apps as possible. That's why I'm making a template as well to make apps really fast and want to do like similar for like web apps as well. And I am planning to like make it as a product that people can buy as well who want to save time, hundreds of hours while making app. Because my first app took a lot of time because there is so much you have to deal with and handle and learn about to make your first app. So yes, why is it not showing the value? Okay, now it's showing. Okay, why are you in the next slide? Do you test? From test, do you mean using like things like Jest or something, testing frameworks, or something else? Oh, Stripe, yeah. A Stripe, you like for apps, you previously could not use any external payment like Stripe or anything else. You could not do it, but recently, like Apple lost a very big and very long court case after which they have to like allow users like allow developers to use external payment links. So now you can use Stripe, but I still prefer go with revenue cat. Even if you want to use Stripe, integrate your Stripe with revenue cat. It saves so much time and so many features you get, like the paywall thing, A/B testing feature. There's just so much you could be doing with it. Automated test, I tried it with Gemini before when I was using Roo code rather than Cursor, and after some time I realized that it was just it was spending too much time just fixing the test to make it proper, for the test to work properly. Then I skipped it, but I will go back to it and try it again.
Interesting.
I'm going to change this to year. Yeah. Wait a minute. It was $39.99. It wasn't yearly. Oh, it wasn't 69. Is that a bug or something? Yeah, sometimes it shows dummy value, so it's not a big deal. But in the app, it will show the right one. So I'm going to make this a dark. Why is this so up there? Oh, no. I had scrolled too high. I'm going to make the background darker as the app is also a dark color app. Yeah. But I would have to manually change color of every single thing, which I don't want to do right now. I just want to do it quickly. For now, it's gonna speed things up. If you want to pick any color from logo or any image or anything, just use this extension, Super Dev Pro. Which one should I use? This? Yeah, I'm gonna use this. It's a really nice extension. I'm just using the free one right now. So, oops. Okay. Yeah, I get what you mean. They're very different, but it's yeah, 100% yes. So if you are creating like an end-to-end things, then 100% testing is a very important thing. You are absolutely right. Like during that challenge, the main focus was speed because I had not properly planned it. I should have made it like a one app in 3 days, so I could create an end-to-end app and put it to the store as well. That would have been way better. Hackathon, yeah, the bold.new one. Umar and I, and probably you guys can also join in. Umar and I had already planned it. It's
Yeah.
gonna be cool. We haven't decided the idea yet. The rules aren't out yet. They have to tell us the rules. The Google Hackathon. What's that? There are
Fantastic.
like many hackathons happening all the time. But the board one is the biggest hackathon ever. So that's really interesting. It might be great for our CVs as well if someone is interested in getting jobs. Say that I participated in the biggest hackathon and maybe got some thing out of it. Okay, I'll check. I'm so hungry right now.
Did you have breakfast?
Yeah, I do, but I need a second one. You know, I have at least two
Nice.
a day.
Nice. It's looking good.
Yeah, the purple looked horrible. It's too big. Normally, what I do is just take the picture of the screen, the paywall, and ask GPT give me the best possible copywriting and text for it. Because I don't have time or even want to do it myself. And I keep all the things related to an app in one chat so I can so it knows everything about that app. I don't have to tell it manually, oh, the app does this and this and this. You won't have to do that.
I
It
have
just
this same situation with Gemini. All my AL Business Central code is in one
Mhm.
place.
Yeah.
Saves a lot of time. Zafar, on this screen,
Yes.
why don't you add, like, there are two options currently, yearly and monthly, right?
Mhm.
Or is there a weekly option as well?
Weekly and yearly. This is incorrect over here.
Oh, okay, okay, okay. Then why does it say, okay, you have to change the
Yeah, yeah.
downward as
So
well.
this was the
Yeah.
template stuff. So
Okay,
it's
okay.
saying wrong things over here.
Yeah, yeah. No, that's good. Because
I'm also going to add.
I'm always more tempted to first buy the weekly one and then go
Yes.
ahead if it's a new app. So that's how user will always behave.
And that's exactly what research says, like what
Yeah,
like the experts were into these, like who study paywalls and how like what's converting how
yeah.
much. They say that yearly and weekly are the best option. Monthly is not the one they go for.
True, true, true.
And one tip for everyone:
Yeah,
if you don't mention the yearly price in the yearly one, and you just mention the weekly one as a calculated price, Apple will reject it because you have to show the exact build price
yeah,
properly.
yeah.
So
Otherwise, you are
because they think
hiding
that
it.
we're manipulating the user and making him think,
Yep.
oh, I'm just paying 1.35. So yes.
Uh,
Also, another thing I tried with the Fish ID app, I did not add any of these features, just added this and the title and said you get all the unlimited features, something like that. They also rejected that. They said you need to mention the exact features user is
exactly.
using. So I then added it. So you do learn while making these
Yeah.
stupid mistakes.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, I have to add the lifetime package. Packaging and this duplicate. One good feature at least they have is duplicate. I don't have to create the entire thing. Ah, wait, not now. Let me first do the UI part, then I will duplicate so I don't have to copy paste the styling again and again. Because I think the padding over here is too much to make it 6. By the way, Umar, if you have any tips for how you
Yeah.
would want the paywall to look like, maybe you think something's really ugly or could be improved.
No,
I
it's
haven't
all
put too.
good. The main thing that a user usually looks at is the top area, and afterwards the weekly and these kind of things. These should always be left aligned, like you are already following these things. Like I recently did a course on human-computer interaction, and it
Mhm.
was all about UI UX. So I was trying to implement all these logics here. Like, does it have enough widespread alignment, like color contrast, these kind of things, is it followed? And they are followed here. Yeah.
Sounds good.
Yeah.
I'm gonna remove the subtitle, subtext here. I don't really need it, and we'll reduce like the uh, boldness of it. I'm going to make it a bit lighter. Mm, okay. Copy this for all of them. Hmm. Want to change the margin on the top. Mm, and elected. No, okay. Fine. Yearly, weekly. Okay, sounds good. This text. Mm, yeah. Oh, okay. Save 19%. Okay. What am I doing here? No, here, lifetime.
I'm gonna go grab a coffee and be back in a couple of minutes.
Sure. I'm also getting really hungry. Okay.
Okay.
Let me also. You want to share your screen, Ben? I might take a short break.
Well, I mean, I want to take a break too, but I guess I'm the no break guy. I'm just gonna shut up. Yeah. Go ahead. No problem.
You have to add it. It's not there.
Yeah. There you go. Okay, so I guess I'll just explain what is going on here. So, my web app has a task list. It's supposed to just do task tracking on whatever your project is and update in real time. So that was happening. I have, excuse me, a JSON file that stores all the tasks. Very cool. Except the front end, the app needs to like check that file every couple seconds to get the current state and display that. And I just thought that was an annoying way to do it. So I guess we're trying to set up a WebSocket implementation instead of pull it. And I would probably even people watching this understand what that means more than I do, but I think I have at least a cursory understanding. I tried to accept this proposed edit to the root.ts file, which is a very, like, that name doesn't even describe what it is, but yeah, so it's on the back end. It's in all I know. So something's not working with WebSockets though. So I guess I can just copy this error here and see if Claude knows better than I do, which is probably correct. So we need to install WS, of course. Let's use SSE instead. What? Cool. Let's do that. So what was that even gonna do? Server send events. Simply the WebSocket one-way communication. Okay. Sounds cool. Okay. Done. Okay, so guess I can check to see if it worked. Probably a good idea. All right, these are like really dumb tasks because the way they were created was through enabling audio transcription. So Gemini 2.0 Flash was just listening to my microphone and trying to extract like task items just from the audio transcription. So it put in a lot of dumb stuff from that. But I mean, just for testing the elements, I guess that's fine.
Maybe you can add a filter on top of it, like whatever output it generates, give it to AI again and tell it to filter out if you think it's not useful.
Right. Yeah, that's the solution to every AI bug is just add more AI.
Yeah,
That seems true.
it's like adding a filter.
So I don't think that's working correctly. Because if I create a new, establish an SSE connection, give the you have to like reload this guy. Okay. Change it to true. Or not. Maybe. Okay, so let me just try this with Gemini. Oh no, I don't want to do a 60-second. Just 6. Oh yeah, I should definitely make this really complicated change. No. Yeah, good. Oh, I have to make the thing work. Definitely have to make that work. And change the ID. Change the IDs. Oh, I must change the IDs. Is it doing anything? Okay. So yeah, Gemini is adding these tests, but they're actually just not reflecting in here. So that was a funny test.
Maybe you have to
Fixed
scroll
tests
or something.
not reflecting. Okay, they got that one correct. That was awesome. So okay, so one way it works. If I change task states on the front end, they reflect on the back end. However, it really should be 2 ways. I don't know. Yeah, I think you
What
did
tool are
actually
you
say it was
using?
being one way. What's
Ben,
that?
what tool are you using? Chat is asking what tool you are using to wipe code.
This is Windsurf.
Spencer, and what about the audio one? Like you are feeding it to, is it built-in?
This is a Whisperflow.
Okay. So chat,
Here,
you know the answer now.
I could pull that up. Yeah, here. This is it's a Mac application and it does really good speech to text. Actually, I do have it set up in this app. There's an option to use Whisper instead of Gemini, so it's sort of the same model. So this is just a Whisper wrapper, and it's got some helpful things like the record history of everything. All the transcriptions you do will tell you, I guess, I've done 30,000 words. That's a lot. So, and they have a good free trial. So
for me, it all.
You want to?
Yes, same.
Prefer.
Chat is asking, what is your take on Gemini Pro 2.5 and Claude Sonnet? For me, email is Claude because Claude is way faster. But if I need accuracy and need to do something that requires a lot of thinking, analyzing, and needs to have a lot of context before it says a little anything, then I will use Gemini Pro 2.5.
I've played with Gemini 2.5 just in their little playground thing. And yeah, I tried to vibe code something, it like sort of worked, and then I got frustrated and stopped. I really don't have that much experience, so anything I say would be not very good. like I'm not very informed. But okay.
Inside cursor is not really good. Like inside cursor, I prefer to always use Claude.
Okay.
Like it takes too much time. Like if I ask Gemini 2.5 to do something, it will take around 15 to 20 seconds, whereas Claude 3.7 will take 1 second, 2 seconds, 3 seconds for the same work.
Okay.
Just to add to the comparison of Gemini 3.7, by the way, I did not hear what was going on before.
Yeah. So
Uh,
chat is asking about what do you use, Gemini 2.5 or Claude
yeah.
3.7?
Both have their own pros and cons. One thing to know is whenever you're dealing with very long context, always Gemini, nothing else. Or you could use 4.1 as well, like ChatGPT is 4.1, but I haven't deeply tested it. And secondly, whenever you're going for UI stuff, 3.7 is way better than Gemini. It always generates better UI, user interface. So yes. And one thing I don't like about Gemini, but I think if you tell it, it won't do it, which is that it writes so many comments. Like my project, all files are filled with comments. Every line has comments just to explain what's going on. So it wastes a lot of tokens there.
I agree with everything you just. It's true.
Yep.
Same experience.
By the way, Emil, what do you make? Websites, apps, and for whom? Your own, freelance, job, whatever. Always include delete all comments and don't add any. Nice.
I like this approach. I will use it
Even
next
if it
time.
wants to,
Thank
it
you,
should just
everyone,
add the
for that.
modern ones. It adds for very obvious stuff, which is not needed.
Yeah, I feel like code comments are obsolete. They're a relic from the days of coding. I don't know what happened. It used to just apply things automatically, but it's not happening anymore. Like it's really
So
annoying.
making games in C sharp or doing like a .NET stuff. Yeah, still curious.
Yeah.
Hmm.
Oh, that's not getting anything. It's fun. Guess I should restart the server here. Like this. Maybe else we look at. Okay, not doing anything. Okay.
Yeah, at least for me, yes. But there are people who just prefer the safe route of doing a job rather than taking a risk of making your own startup because they're too afraid to fail. And I think that's a bad approach. You should try out different stuff because if you do succeed, it's way better off than a job.
Yeah, just think if you had a job, you get fired anyway. Eventually.
And the job market is getting worse and worse every single day.
Yeah.
So you
Yeah,
should be working
native
on
apps.
stuff.
What do you mean by that? Native apps will be obsolete. I feel like I kind of feel like all apps that you pay for will be obsolete because you can just vibe code your own. Or like the general user eventually would be like, hey, just do this, and then their AI agentic system will code the app to do it for them, or be like, yeah, I want to do some drawing, but Photoshop is, I don't want to pay for it. Just make you a new Photoshop. It has all the features that you want it to, and it'll be cheap. So I think that's a bright future. I'm excited for that.
As for the progressive apps, I thought before learning React Native that yes, they might replace native apps, but it's not possible. It's impossible. Why? Because mobile applications are there's just so much stuff going on that we don't even know about. You have to there are operating system related stuff, some things working on some like you need to have a minimum version of iOS or Android for some XYZ thing to work. So there's just so much compatibility things that I don't think web will handle all that. I don't really think so. So yeah, native apps still have importance. 100%, yeah.
He
Definitely.
made a point.
Not interesting. I mean, some people do just like making stuff, even if it's not paying them. I mean, obviously, it's for a person who's already making money, not for a broke person.
Still not anything. All right, I think the problem now is that just the front end can't get any of those tasks from the back end. Either that or it's just not rendering them, so I'm not seeing anything. So see what you can do with that information.
Ben,
No, it's based on
something just now came to my mind while you were doing this that when you are doing this voice prompt thing and like during a live stream, our
it's
AI
confusing.
tool, whatever live stream assistant we have, it might consider that as something you're saying to the users. You know,
Yeah.
how are we going to deal with that?
I don't know, just tell it in the system prompt like that might happen. Just watch out for that.
Yeah, but making it 100% robust won't really be. I don't think it would be possible because it's so similar to the things that we are seeing in the stream and to the prompts sometimes. Hmm.
I don't know.
Something to think about. I will be doing the marketing related streams very soon once all of these 11 apps are on the store. That's going to be the interesting part, more interesting one, and it's going to be a lot of learning as well because I have studied the marketing part, how you market your SaaS and apps, but I haven't practically practiced it much. So it's time for actually doing it very soon. Very soon, yes. What kind of marketing channel does he use?
see what happens. Okay, that's working now. And let's see if this works. Here's how this all gets turned off. The dark reader extension.
Does he have like an online profile somewhere that I can see?
All right, I have to go, Zafar.
Sure, no problem.
All right, see ya.
Thanks for being here.
Anytime. We'll join tomorrow as well. Bye.
Bye-bye.
Yeah, thanks for joining. That was cool. I like that. You know what? I actually have to leave too, because
No problem.
I don't know
I
why,
might
but like
end it as well because I'm eating
my
right
Mac
now
just like
already.
slows down really bad after a certain
Yeah.
amount of time. Like I don't know why it does that, but so that's getting annoying. Also, I gotta go like eat some food and stuff. So yeah, it was fun, and Zarina seemed pretty cool. AZ, anything? You seem like a good guy too. I didn't read all your messages, but yeah, nice to have everybody viewing, and thanks again, Zafar, for hosting this thing and like being my friend.
Thank
and
you for putting so much into these
it's fun.
streams, and you've done so much.
Yeah, right on. All right. Hopefully the streams will get cooler if I can make this app work, and it should be fun.
By the way, for the Rust desktop thing, what's the last thing we should be doing?
But no, we'll just do a little call on that like privately after. So
Sure.
Just to get it working.
You can let me know when you want to start that.
I'm leaving the stream. Good.
Okay,
good.
We're going to end it. Thank you everyone for watching. Bye-bye.